This is the 217 Recovery Podcast with Corey Winfield and his better half, Marney Winfield. Oh, you ready to mix them in?
We're going to do the podcast.
Oh, okay.
Let's just
Marney
start.
don't get mad at you, is he?
No. Mad herself, I don't know. All right, let's see if this is good. It is the 12th of June, 2021. My name's Corey Winfield.
My name is Marney Winfield.
And this is the 217 Recovery Podcast. I just learned something today.
What's that?
Did you know that when you flush a toilet and you maybe got too much toilet paper or whatever in the toilet, and it doesn't flush all the way, so that it leaves some water up in there? Well, if you flush it again, there's a chance it overflows.
Oh.
And then the water goes onto the floor.
Oh, no. Okay.
That was fun. So I got a little something to clean up.
Oh, no. You didn't clean it up
I
already?
got some shit to clean up. Well, I tried. I just took my towel and threw it down there. I mean, it wasn't like there was nothing floating around or nothing.
And I'm just finding out this now.
Well, I yelled, honey.
Oh, like I'm supposed to, what?
But you were in the shower.
Oh.
So that was weird. Normally, it'll flush. It'll go back down. It'll go down again. Normally. So that was the first time I ever had that happen.
Maybe that's when my water went cold.
Maybe. Or maybe it was because I was flushing and you were taking a shower at the same time. I thought toilets weren't supposed to overflow. I thought there was like a safety seal or something.
I don't know.
Isn't that like the sink? Because your sink's not supposed to overflow, right? Because there's like a safety hole.
Oh, yeah. I don't think toilets have that.
Apparently not, because that baby was like... And then by the time I got the plunger, I tried to wait, but it was still coming out. So I thought, well... And then when you plunge, then you get like a big wave of... It didn't help any at all. So just word to the wise.
Okay.
I don't know if anyone else ever had that problem, but these are things that I'm learning for the first time in recovery. The old me, I don't even think I would have flushed it again. I probably would have just walked away. Well, the old me probably would have had nothing to put in the toilet except for urine. So,
Right.
but yeah, so it's interesting, the things that we come across in sobriety and this new life that I've chosen to live. Which, even though my toilet overflowed.
So chalk that up to a learning experience.
Do I look upset about it?
No, not at all.
No. Because I'm just going to get the mop out and clean the bathroom.
All
I
right.
hit the floor right quick, wash my mats.
Okay.
So, yeah, whatever. Whatever, man. Not a big deal.
Kind of like dishwashers.
Oh, my God. You want to tell that story? That's hilarious.
Might as well.
All right. So, we can wrap up the vacation real quick before we get into some hard-hitting recovery stuff.
I will premise this mistake that I made with the fact that I have done it before in the past and it has been fine.
Kind of like my flushing of the toilet.
Probably, yeah.
But way different. All right. So,
Just make it quick. Let's not draw it out. It's pretty.
So we're getting ready to leave
The clock is ticking.
our Airbnb, and hopefully they don't, which I doubt they listen to the podcast anyway. But so we're getting ready to leave. And you're like all ready to go. You were like packed the night before, and of course I'm doing what I do is last minute, and I can pack that suitcase in 2 minutes, which really turns into like an hour, but that's fine. So you're just kind of impatient and waiting, and I noticed when I loaded the dishwasher there, like on day 2 in San Jose, that they only left us 2 little dishwasher packets to use to wash the dishwasher. And I thought, man, and I had to search for them too. And I thought, man, that's inconvenient, but we'll just save the last dishes until we go. We'll run that sucker on the way out was my plan. Same thing with the towels. But anyway, so I threw the towels in the washer, and I'm getting ready and I'm packing, and we're standing kind of by the door, and I look down, and I've been having problems lately seeing a lot. Like it's getting worse. And I'm looking down, and I'm like, what in the hell? I'm looking at the floor, and I just see this white. I'm like, is that a towel? And I'm like, it's getting bigger. I'm like, what in the hell's going on with my eyes? And I walk up closer to it, and I realize it's soap. Mm-hmm. It's white, bubbly soap.
Yep.
And it's coming from the dishwasher. And I said, honey, did you... Because at first I thought you put laundry detergent in there. Mm. Which, no. Mm-mm. So then it's your turn to tell your side of the story.
You're just like, what is going on here? And I'm like, what is going on here? And I look, and the dishwasher was overflow. Like, the seams of it were coming out with bubbles like out of a movie. It was kind of comical, but not. Because, I mean, the thing that made it okay was it was all clean stuff. It wasn't like it was garbage or dirty or poop water. Right. I got that going for me. So that's good. But I definitely learned. I mean, I had put just some, like, a minimal amount of whatever. I don't know what brand it was. It was an unmarked bottle, but it was some kind of soap. It was just dish soap. Apparently, you're not supposed to put dish soap in dishwashers. So, yeah, it was a smaller dishwasher, but, you know, whatever. So I had to put down every clean towel that we had in the whole place to clean it up and to minimize the suds that were in abundance on the floor and also in the dishwasher. So then I was fearful of starting it again. I was like, okay, two things could happen. I could start this again and I can make the mess all over. Or I could start this again and it would all just disappear. Like, you know, the water would get rid of the rest of the suds that were in there. Mm-hmm. I didn't want to take the chance that it was going to happen again. I would let them do that.
Which you did.
Which I did. And we didn't heard anything since, so...
And I was like, we're at the airport. We were somewhere, and I was like, honey, like, we got to write them and tell them. We got to give them a heads up. Because we should have took pictures, but I didn't want to do that. I felt like you might have punched me in my face.
Yeah, I probably would have definitely thought about that.
Not that you're a violent person, but...
No.
It was my birthday, and I wanted stuff later. We're going to be traveling all day, and I just figured, you know what, like, this is a mistake, clearly. And you'll probably never hear the end of it from my mother anyway, so... Yeah, I know. Because
you're like, that will break it. Mm-hmm. It was an honest mistake. It wasn't like I was like, I'm lazy, so I'm just going to do it even though I know it's not good for it. I literally was like, I assume this will work for the very few dishes that were in there. I just put it on normal and press go.
Right. And in your defense, like I said to you the day of, like, they should have had, like, a box of them in there, because if they would have had some Cascade,
yeah,
like the first, like, Airbnb had, or like we have here, you know, you'd have been like, oh, boom, you wouldn't even have thought, oh, I'll put a little dish soap in there.
Yeah.
A little liquid dish soap. Mm-hmm. You can't do that.
Don't do that, people.
There's a reason why they sell the dishwasher kind. But no, my mom, she worked for Whirlpool, and she would tell you, like, if we were, like, washing our plate a little bit, you know how you hit it a little bit? Mm-hmm. But then they came out with dishwashers that you're not supposed to hit it a little bit. It grinds up everything and stuff like that. But anyway, you'd wash it a little bit, and nope, there can't be any suds on that. Nope, you better take that out of there and redo it. And then the beatings would start. And get my Nintendo taken away.
Well, I definitely learned from it. It will never happen again.
Yeah, at least. But it was kind of funny. But then that came to the point where it was like, should we tell them? Mm-hmm. You know, and I got an email from the lady saying, oh, you guys took such great care of my place and blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking, honey, did you tell them? And you're like, no.
Well, I said the dishwasher needs to be run again. That's what I said. Yeah.
No, but yeah, if you have an Airbnb, seriously, stock it with stuff you want, put in your dishwasher, not just two. And like I said, I had to search for them. There was like this stupid little bowl under their sink, and it had other crap in it, and that's when I like scavenged through, and I'm like, oh, here's 2 little dishwasher pods. So, in your defense, yeah, there should have been, clearly there should have been some there. But there wasn't, and yeah, so we both had overflowing stories.
Yep, there you go.
It's 2 different kinds.
Yeah.
We're overflowing today.
With gratitude as well.
Yes.
I'm grateful to be home. You don't realize how much you miss home and normalcy.
I know.
Like today, my wonderful husband reminded me, that it was our 6-month wedding anniversary.
Yes.
Which is so cute that he remembered that, because I did not. I would remember a year for sure. I mean, obviously, those are pretty, but, and I was like, oh, we've been traveling so much, like, we're still jet lagged, like, time is screwy, and you're, been sleeping in weird beds, so, and then we still had to put away everything and, get things back into, cleaned up and what have you. So I was like, oh, we'll take him out to dinner tonight. I'm like, he's like, I don't even feel like going anywhere.
No, and Rob was supposed to come over and be on the podcast, and he hit me up and was like, hey, man, we're not staying in Traverse City. We're staying in Kalkaska. Can you meet halfway? I'll buy you dinner, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, let's just maybe hook up tomorrow, Rob, because I don't feel like going anywhere, and I don't feel like having company. Mm-hmm. So it's like one of those, like, perfect, because now maybe we can do it tomorrow and just chill out and enjoy my anniversary day.
Yes. Yeah.
And eat Chinese food. Mm-hmm. That was good. One thing we didn't do, we never did our top takeaways from California.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, we did?
Uh-huh.
What were mine?
I don't know if you did yours.
Oh.
Yours were kind of embedded in
every
in
episode.
what you were talking about. But no, I touched on them.
Oh. Yeah, California, some parts are pretty. Of course, we didn't go inland too much. But drivers are horrible.
Driving.
I can't believe my brother can put up with that. And he made a good point. He said that a lot of people there are foreign, and everybody comes from somewhere else pretty much. So everybody has different driving customs, different techniques, different, stuff. Like people in Traverse City drive different than they do in Grand Rapids. Mm-hmm. And just add that up times a million, and it's okay. That makes sense. And then you got the people that are just stupid, just born stupid, don't know how to drive, which people probably could have said that about me as I was driving across the median thing.
Yeah, that was scary.
Yeah, the highways out there, they just end. Like if you're in the right lane, you think, man, I'm just in the right lane, cruising along, I'm just going to do my speed and go. No, it doesn't work that way. They will just end your lane.
Yeah, they just merge. They just merge lanes out of nowhere, like without any kind of signs or.
No, just now this ending. Oh well, this isn't gonna be good. And then you got 3 people coming on, and they're ending your lane, and you're like, why don't they end the fast lane over this? I'm so confused.
Which they sometimes do that too.
That was like very like, oh my God, like I can really help them with their traffic problem. Don't end the slow lane. Mm-hmm. There you go. It's a public service announcement for the state of California.
And the thing is too, is I mean, we had a good amount of time in California, but in terms of like, if we would see, I wouldn't have wanted a longer vacation than that.
No.
But there's things that I feel like I think I would have liked to go do. Like I wanted to go to the Tech Museum, and there's a couple different like neat museums and some natural, stuff that was a little bit of distance away. But, overall it was great.
And that's another thing too. A lot of things in California weren't even open.
Right.
Like they were years behind us in COVID.
I'm bummed we didn't get to go to Alcatraz.
There's a lot of things we couldn't do.
Yeah.
And it was the whole, COVID thing. You had to wear your mask. And here in Michigan, we've been out of that for a minute. Mm-hmm. And to just have to go back to that was such a pain in the ass. It really was. So, I mean, I really hope COVID doesn't come back again. But, I mean, I'm vaccinated. You're vaccinated. People are vaccinated now. Most most people are.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It just was like, oh, I forgot my mask again. And I don't even know. I lost my 217 recovery mask.
Make another one.
No idea where it went. But it was very frustrating, to have to start getting used to it, not wearing your mask anymore, to, oh crap, you need it for everything again. Mm-hmm. And then the plane, I would suggest don't fly. I would suggest if you're going to California, wait like 2 or 3 months, because things should be open, kind of sort of back to normal, hopefully. And that way you can at least see the stuff you want. But we had no idea it was still closed, and I guess that's our closed-mindedness, maybe.
Yeah, but we also went because now I'm not gonna. I was able to see my family, and it looks like I probably won't see any of them until next year. Now, from the sounds of it, so it was good. I'm glad we went.
Yeah, it was fun, and it was sober. And we gave Justin opportunity to help us out. Mm-hmm. That was awesome.
Yep, he did some service work.
Give him that opportunity. He picked us up from the airport, and he had to wait. Mm-hmm. So big props and shout out to Justin for helping us out with that. But when we were out there, though, I did notice that liquor stores are not closing anytime soon. And I saw the same things there as I see here. And that should be the sign of, yeah, it's probably a problem. And of course they thought about this in the early 1900s, that alcohol is not good for people. People probably shouldn't drink that much. And it becomes a problem, and it becomes out of control. But, just seeing the homeless people hang out by the liquor stores like they do here, like they do in Grand Rapids, it's sad. It really is. And I'm so glad that everything happened to me the way it did, so that I got out of that, because that's where you're going. That's where you're heading. Mm-hmm. If you don't die before you lose everything, it's just sad, man. And that's like saying that, I guess that's what the governor or mayor or whoever in New York, when he banned the big gulp, any pop over 32 ounces or
I never
whatever,
heard of that.
16 ounces. You never heard of that? Yeah, he banned pop. Like, you couldn't go to like the gas station or like even a restaurant. You get a pop over 16 ounces or 20 ounces or something like that.
Really?
So that was making people fat.
Huh.
And unhealthy. I was to say, that's like banning ice cream. Just because I have a problem with it. I don't know. I just hope that more people can be more aware and more mindful when it does get out of control, that they can reach out for help, and that help is out there. And I think that's kind of what we try to do on the podcast, is provide a little hope and let people know that it's okay. You don't have to feel bad. Mm-hmm. Don't feel ashamed. If you call and you're looking for help and they make you feel some kind of way, ask to talk to their boss.
Yeah.
Nobody should try to shame you for reaching out for help when you have a problem.
Right.
And if they do, then those aren't the people you need to talk to. Let me talk to your boss. Well, what? Just let me talk to your boss. And you don't even have to go into detail, but just get somebody new on the phone. Don't let that discourage you.
Yeah.
That's all I got. That's really kind of all I got today. Not too much, like I said. It was a good vacation, and we're still jet lagged, like you said. And we're just kind of getting back into the flow of things. We're going to have new equipment coming. Oh, that's what I want to talk about. Not the new equipment, but fantasy football.
Of course you do.
Because it's June.
Mm-hmm.
And it's June 12th. It's the day after my birthday. And that means summer's almost over.
Is it?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
In my mind, I have a calendar, and I have like 2 days on it, my birthday and the day after, and then I just tear it away. Because then July, training camp starts. August, we used to have preseason games, which, whatever, don't mean too much. But fantasy football, who got hurt? Who pulled what? Turf toe is an MFer. don't mess with the turf toe players. If they got some turf toe stuff, it will wreck your season. I guess Antonio Gibson has a turf toe issue from last year still.
I'm sorry, I can't get over that name. It just sounds so silly.
Turf toe?
Yeah, it sounds made up.
I'll show you some pictures.
I believe you.
It looks very uncomfortable.
In fact, I think I Googled it last season when we were talking about it. So I was like, what that? Like, is that just a thing? Like shin splints? I don't know. Like, is that just
didn't feel like going to work
something
today?
Golfers, I don't know what. Tennis elbow? I mean, I know these are severe injuries that just sound goofy as F. They're just like, he's got turf toe. I'm like, oh no. That's
I'm looking
terrible.
at you like, that's bad, babe. You don't know it's horrible.
Yeah.
Like,
Is he going to be okay?
No, he's not. He's got turf toe. But I was thinking about putting together this badass video. Like, I just thought about it when I was in my other office, overflowing the toilet. But just have like, you know, I could have you, you know, clips from you, clips from George, you know, clips from Charles, like some of the people in the league last year, and just kind of say how you're going to do it different, you know, or maybe ask you, you know, how did it feel to lose to your husband in the championship? What are you going to do different? You know, just kind of have you kind of doing some things and then just like mix in some cool stuff and some sound effects. Not really lasers and spaceships or nothing, but I don't know. I think it'd be pretty cool to put like a little commercial together advertising, you know, 12 seats, $100, your chance to play with Corey Winfield at fantasy football. I'm trying to reword that now because it just sounded childish.
Well, yeah, I think you can put together something.
Your chance to play fantasy football. The greatest. No, because really there's three kinds of people who play fantasy football. There's the people who are good at it. There are people who just want to kind of see what it's about and hang out with their friends. Kind of like you. Mm-hmm. And then there's the people that don't know they suck. Yeah. Like our friend Paul from last year, the Killer Bees or the Yellow Jackets or whatever the hell his name was.
Mm-hmm. What's wrong with him?
He's not very good.
Well,
no, he's not very good.
At least he was trying.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, you traded with him, actually. You got Michael Thomas for Eckler.
Yeah.
Not very good. I don't know. Those are the kind of people. And if I tailor it towards that, maybe kind of spice it up. Mm-hmm. Challenge the people that think they're good at fantasy football.
Don't you want competition?
$100 donation gets you in.
And then there's a disclaimer that Corey Winfield can't win.
What? But I'm playing in the league. I'll pay my $100 donation. And we'll pay the $100 donation. Half of it comes back to the winner. And then half goes to 217 Recovery. Mm-hmm. And then the fantasy footballers, they donated 12 ultimate draft kits. So even if you're like, man, I don't know, I've never done fantasy football before, it has everything you need to know. And I think you're really going to love it because it has players listed in not just what order you should draft them in, but like they have different tiers. Like your running back last year and your quarterback last year would be tier 1 running back quarterbacks. Josh Allen, he's a tier 1 quarterback. You know, like somebody like Matt Stafford, and this year it might be a little different, but he'd be a tier 2. Jared Goff, Lions fans, is probably a tier 3 or 4. He's not very good. But anyway, so it kind of, so if you're looking for that kind of guy and you're like, oh, well, he's still here, but he's a tier 1, maybe I can grab him, you know. And I don't know. It'll help you out.
Okay.
And you can probably get into a little more and not auto draft this year. Mm-hmm. World of difference. And you're all nervous, and when the clock hits your name, you're like, oh my God, the guy just took the guy that I was going to take. Now I am freaking lost.
I might have a backup plan for my backup plan.
Get a backup plan for that plan.
There you go.
And then you get people like Paul who just start drafting kickers out of nowhere, and you're like, what's he doing? I don't think he was that bad with it, but it was It's like, I got my own strength. Like, he's going to be that guy. It's kind of like addiction. You know, I got my own way about it. You know, I got my own plan of how I'm gonna beat this liquor or this drug. I'm gonna do my own thing. Mm-hmm. Okay. See how that goes. Not that there's a 100% foolproof way, because you never know. You know, you might draft, and this has happened. Adrian Peterson did a couple years ago. First player taken overall. First game out. Blows out his knee, gone the rest of the season.
Right.
That sucks. That sucks bad. So you never really know. And it's a lot of fun, though. And the moves you're making during the season and on the way to championship, the playoffs is what other people call them. But if it's something that you're into, wait for the video. I really want to make it. I'll meet with Charles on Tuesday. I'll get a little video from you, see if I can snatch up George for a minute. Maybe have Paul send something in. I don't know. His resignation video. Just kidding. But yeah, it'll be fun. So I did want to talk about that. And of course, on the 24th, we're going to be in Paw Paw. 24th of July. And then the 24th of this month, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be in Alpena, because Fan is opening their chapter there, and the folks in Alpena are really excited about it. And they should be. You know, Families Against Narcotics, they do good things. They do the Hope Not Handcuffs program, which, of course, we're involved in big time with providing transportation in northern Michigan. And we take people across the state. So it's good things, man. You know, when organizations like that pop up and expand out. And I'm really hoping somebody would start one in southwest Michigan.
Right.
Like Benton Harbor, St. Joe area. I think that would be huge.
It's needed.
I was on their website the other day trying to figure out how to do that. And I'm sure it would just take a few phone calls, but it could be done. So if you're listening in Southwest Michigan, you're like, man, I really want to get behind something and really want to start something, you know, big here to really help people and become a hub for people, you know, to reach out to, then, you know, look at Families Against Narcotics. Check out their website. There's links on our website, 217recovery.com. And if you want to go to treatment, you're kind of like, I need some help. You know, the Hope Not Handcuffs program is there for you too. There's links to that and kind of explains exactly what it is. It's on our website as well. And the police can be involved if you want them to. The people that I've met are like, I would rather not do that.
Yeah.
You know, and the Angel program, which I don't know, I get kind of confused because the Angel program was something that I was not really a big fan of, because when I actually called for a friend and that she had a warrant for child support, which I've talked about before, and they were like, hey, yeah, no, she's not going to treatment. You know, she's got a warrant for child support. She's going to jail where she belongs to learn her lesson that she doesn't have money, so to pay us more money.
But Hope Not Handcuffs won't do that.
I don't know.
Well, just if you just say we just need help with treatment.
Yeah.
It's all we need help with. We just need help with treatment.
Yeah, if you don't take your ass to the police station, if you just call Hope Not Handcuffs and say, look,
yeah,
I just need to go to treatment, that will help you. You don't have to call and say.
First things first, people. Just don't even mess with it. Just get yourself to treatment. You'll be safe there. There's laws to protect you. That's it. That's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, just don't say, hey, send Officer John over to run my name to see if I have warrants before I go to treatment. Just call and say, hey, look, I want to go to treatment. They're not going to send a cop over to your house. They're going to send me. We're going to pick you up and take you to treatment if you want, or your family member can take you.
And if you know somebody who's struggling, you know, and you don't really know what exactly how to approach advising them that maybe treatment is an option that they should look into, just give them our website. If they have enough, you know, if you can push it enough to be like, check out this website, you know, there's information on there about it's not an intimidating. I was thinking about that when I went there the other day when I visited the website. I'm like, this is not an intimidating website. You know, this is not like if I was, you know, hurting, you know, and I'm separate by myself looking over something, like, you know, I would look into it. I would be interested in looking at something like that. So I thought about that. Just if you can get them that far, man.
Should I make it intimidating?
No.
Should we have two websites? The Intimidator website and then the ones with flowers and stuff? No?
No. Just keep it just like it is.
Just update it a little bit more often. Yeah. But that is a good point, though. I never thought about that.
I mean, because we're in the world of surfing and blah, blah, blah. And you can find whatever you want on the internet. But if you just are spitting out a website to just get you right there to where people can read about that, there's things you can do to make that change.
And
we get where you're coming from.
Yeah, and some websites will make you crazy. Like there's one that Tyrone was looking at, and he'd sent me a link to it, and I looked at it, and I sent the link back because it was a good website. It said great things, and it was about people who were getting released from jail and trying to work their way back into society, and it was supposed to have like resources for them. But every time you clicked on the resources link, it went to some BS page, and
or like they give you like a 1-888 number to like somewhere that you don't have the patience or desire to talk to somebody who's in somebody. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you find links like that on our website, let us know.
Yeah.
Drop us an email and say, hey, man, this link's taking you nowhere, because we don't look at every single link every single day, but we have quite a few of them on our resources page. So check them out. Might be something there for you, and if not, maybe for a family member, maybe for a friend. But it's definitely helpful, and that's what we tried to do with our website. So
yeah, or ideas too, links that you think would be helpful to be on our website. Let us know about those too.
Yep, because it may sound like we're awesome and know everything, but we're just awesome.
We so don't.
We're just awesome. We're trying. We're trying a little bit here, a little bit there, But look for more videos from us coming soon. It's something I want to do. And, just look for us out in the community. Also, sign up to win a free shirt.
Yes.
I just made a bunch more today.
You did. You made a ton of them.
So 217recovery.com. Go to contest. Sign up to win a shirt. We'll mail it out to you. And we'll announce the winner. I have 2 winners to announce, actually. And we'll do that next week. But we'll announce those, but you still have time to win. It's like an ongoing contest. Just get your name in. And, chance to buy them coming soon as well. So I guess I had more to say than I thought I did at first.
I guess so.
The toilet threw me off.
Right.
Well, the toilet didn't throw me off.
Well, now you got something you can do now.
Overflowed. Yes. All right. Well, I'm off to wash the bathroom. That's funny, huh?
Yeah. All right.
All right. Thanks for listening. Take care. And Marnie's replay is tomorrow. And we will talk to you on Tuesday.
Sounds good. See you, everybody.
Thanks for listening to the 217 Recovery Podcast. Win 217 Recovery gear. Sign up at 217recovery.com and on the 217 Recovery app. It's our way of saying thanks for making 217 Recovery your favorite recovery podcast.